Shalom, and all praise, honor, and glory goes to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Kakwadash. Double honor to the apostles, bishops, and elders, great millstone, and salutations to Akim, pushing this word, setting honesty into the rest of the hopeful elect, constantly adoring. Shalom. My name is Cora Olive from the New York City camp. Now, this is Exodus 12. I'm going straight to the point. Now, Exodus 12 goes into the Passover. Now, some camps might not understand the essential of the Passover and keeping it correctly. Some people want to have parties and gatherings, but this thing is deeper than that. This is something we do every year. First of all, it's rehearsing the righteous acts. It's a way of staying spiritually connected, all right, spiritually awoken. And it's definitely a faith booster or a faith builder. All right, it's a serious matter. Okay, so this is Exodus 12 and 11. It says, "And thus shall ye eat it with your loins girded, your shoes on your feet, and your staff in your hand, and ye shall eat it in haste. It is the Lord's Passover." So something to be, which you eating the lamb you're not putting any seasoning on it. You just baking it or whatever, put in the oven, you bake it, and then you eat it. All right, you eat it in haste. It says, "And thus shall ye eat it if your loins girded, your shoes on your feet, and your staff in your hand." Right, and you kept your loins girded. Why? Because we're going to be on the move. We're going to be delivered out of the Egyptian captivity. This might be the last Passover. All right, because why? We see all these prophecies coming to pass, and we understand that, once these prophecies come to pass, then that means Yahweh Shai is to come and deliver us. This is 2 Ezra 9 and 4. "Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning." Spoke of the falling of Esau's kingdom, or the wicked kingdom, and the coming of the righteous kingdom, which we're seeing the fall happening now. This place is crumbling financially, morally. Okay, this place is crumbling. The kingdom of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is at hand. 2 verse 9 and 4. "Then shalt thou will understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee," going into the prophecies, right, which the prophecies of old are coming to pass now, even from the beginning. Now, the last Passover we had, I think it was about 2019. You had the whole lockdown, all right, and honestly, man, that was beautiful because it could have been, which wasn't totally the end, but things started getting drastic, and a lot of camps didn't keep the Passover at that time. So that was very spiritual, man. That was a real spiritual matter. And it was also a faith booster for the times that were at hand. Back in Exodus 12, it says, 12 and 11 says, "And thus shall ye eat it with your loins girded, your shoes on your feet, and your staff in your hand, and ye shall eat it in haste. It is the Lord's Passover." It's a thing of haste, man. And we hasten the days. We hasten to get out of this kingdom. Every Passover, it's the same thing. Lord will, this is the last one. But we know these prophecies have to come to pass. It's not going to happen in our time. It's going to happen on Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai time, right? But the elect is going to endure no matter what. This is 2 Peter 3 and 11. "Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of person ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness." Okay, And these things are going to dissolve, be in this kingdom by way of nuclear missiles, by way of fire, right? And the godly person, the good person, mainly talking about the elect, is going to be delivered. All right? And the ones that's not, they're going to be destroyed. Having these perverse conversations, and conversations also go into actions, the things you do. 2 Peter 3:12. Looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of the Most High. See that? Looking for and hasting. And how we looking? We looking at the prophecies coming to pass, reading the news, lining up with prophecies. When we see these things happening, now we understand, okay, so this is how close we are. We that close now. Now, a few more prophecies have to happen now, such as what? The MOTB has to be, it has to be pushed on the people. All right, and you also have Jacob's trouble. Jacob's trouble is about to go down. It says, looking for and hasting, hasting, doing the works, praying, all right, asking the Lord to come back, keeping up to date on the prophecies, hasting, keeping the Passover in haste. All right, why? Because this is Egypt all over again. Okay. Wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved. This so-called white man's heaven, right? The so-called white man's heaven is the so-called black man's hell. So the tables are gonna turn. It says, on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Right, the elements shall melt. Everything you see in this kingdom is gonna be dissolved by way of fire. That's how much nuclear missiles and how much fire, and energy is going to totally destroy this place. Along with the lasers from the chariots. Quick precept, Jeremiah 16:14. Therefore, behold, the days comes, saith the Lord, that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt, right? Because the plagues of Egypt were great, right? And then the Lord allowing the waters to be divided so that we may walk over it. Okay, and then Egypt or Pharaoh, Pharaoh also trying to catch us, man. So that was a great deliverance, So now the second deliverance, as it says here, it says in Jeremiah 16:15, it says, but the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north, which the land of the north is North America, and from all the lands wherein he had driven them, and I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers. All right. So the second deliverance that we're coming upon is going to overshadow the deliverance out of Egypt. All right. So yeah, it's going to be greater plagues. All right, it's going to be a greater, it's going to be a great deliverance. Only thing you could do is endure and pray for faith that you're able to endure. All right, because that's the enduring lot is of the elect. Ecclesiasticus 2:2 says, set thy heart aright and constantly endure, or set your mind aright spiritually and constantly endure. You set it aright, man. Okay, you examine yourself. Make sure you have faith. Make sure you're keeping the faith. Make sure you're keeping the laws, the statute, commandments to the best of your ability. Make sure you ain't going off. It says, set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in the time of trouble. right? Constantly endure. This is the thing of enduring. Some men's gonna fall off, right? Around the Passover, it's a time of cleaning the house, you know, where some men that just ain't right, they just spiritually can't hold on, you know, and make not haste in the time of trouble, because you're gonna have guys that's gonna fall off. You're gonna have guys that's gonna lose faith, but scriptures say make not haste in the time of trouble, man. Meaning what? Keep your faith in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Wait upon the Lord. Joel 38:3 says, gird up now thy loins like a man, for I will demand of thee, and answer thou me. So gird up your loins like a man. All right. Now, that's really spiritually more than anything, especially now in these days. Like a man preparing for battle, you will gird up your loins so that you don't restrict your movements. The same thing as the Passover in Egypt. When we escaped Egypt, we had to be ready to move. That's why our shoes were on our feet, we had our staff in our hands, and we girded up our loins, and we ate fast because we were ready to move. Okay, now, spiritually, we're girding up our loins now, because we have to prepare, first of all, we have to prepare our minds, okay, for the times at hand, and make sure that we keep the faith in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, and we strengthen our faith. So that's how we get up our loins now, like men. 1 Peter 1:13. Wherefore, gird up the loins of your mind. All right. And how do you do that? Preparing your mind by staying in this word. Staying in this word, watching out for the prophecies coming to pass. It says, be sober. Be sober. Okay? Meaning you ain't dealing with other philosophies. You're only dealing with the truth. And hope to the end of the grace that is to be brought onto you at the revelations of Yahweh Shai Mashiach. When Yahweh Shai returns, crack the heavens, we hope that he delivers us. All right? And the grace, meaning what? You got to keep the faith. Scriptures say faith without works is dead. So along with faith, we have to be continually doing the works. All right? As we wait upon Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. That was basically it. That was the end of the lesson. The Lord was edifying. I want to say all praises, honor, and glory goes to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, Bashim Kakwadash, and double honor to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to Akim pushing his word, and also saying honesty, and the hopeful elect constantly enduring. Shalom.